Yeah, I don't know all the details of what the contracts are or whatever.
Yeah.
I just know that Roger and JP are on the bone and then they're off. And people were going wild over that. And that's, like I said before, that's one of my favorite shows. And so I don't know. They didn't answer that question, but what happened was Johnny B, apparently, from Nights.
Yeah.
You know Johnny B, right?
Yeah, Johnny B from 102.5 The Bone.
Hey, you're listening to the Methamphetamine Hour, also known as the Mosh-Jelton Show. And this is your boy Johnny B from 102.5 The Bone. This is the show I listen to when I think about hitting people.
It's Johnny B, that Johnny B.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, the one that thinks about hitting people when he listens to your show.
Man, I feel like I don't talk. Do I talk crap about him a lot?
No, I would.
I give him praise a lot.
Actually, I've only heard good things come out of your mouth speaking about Johnny B.
Except for a couple things.
Well, in relation to that clip, it's understandable.
That clip, and then not responding to my messages and stuff.
Hey, rejection is a tough feeling to go through, but when you've been working with somebody for so long and then they just ghost you,
They're telling me though.
It's kind of hard what to think.
The big dogs are telling me to just let it go, bro. Just
Yeah, let bygones be bygones, right?
Don't let the gatekeepers gatekeep. You know what I'm saying? Gatekeepers are gonna gatekeep.
You got to bury that hatchet.
So I'm not gonna, Congratulations to Johnny B.
Yeah,
I've appreciated doing his show for many years. Granted, it was 1 day a week. It was a lot of work I would put into those shows, and it was an honor being on there, and I'm sure I will get back on there ASAP. But Johnny B is the pick for the after show, which was really weird because I don't know if Johnny's style is not exactly what I would dub tantamount to the Mike Calta show. So,
well, what would you believe the, atmosphere or vibe that the after show, Mike Calta after show, is providing, and how is that different from Johnny?
I thought the after show was good. I thought Dizzy doing it and the way that they rolled sometimes, but Dizzy doing the after show, I thought was pretty good. It's pretty much a clip show is what it should be. Mm-hmm. Johnny B will be able to contextualize clips, and if it's going to be more of a clip show and less of another show, you know what I'm saying? Like, if the Mike Calta after show party is going to be about the Mike Calta show that they just had and not focus, if the star of the show is the Mike Calta show and not the host of the show, then I think Johnny B is going to do a great job. But it just wouldn't make sense for Johnny B to go from Nights down to the after show party and then, do his show kind of thing.
Even if you live very close, just thinking about logistically, right? Having to work a very late night shift and then go back to work the very next day at the earliest 11 to 2 p.m. It seems like a very rough workload, even if all you're doing is talking.
10 to 11, right?
Yeah, but we were talking. I thought that heard that he was taking over the 11 to 2 time slot, Johnny B.
Nah, he's got the after show.
Oh, so that's a different time slot.
That's just 10 to 11.
Oh, yeah, that is only an hour, isn't it?
It's only an hour, yeah, and they're just doing the replay, and then because Roger and JP was 11 to 2.
Yeah, that's true.
So I thought it was interesting when Dizzy asked Mike who he would put on for the 11 to 2 spot, and Mike said, if Roger and JP are not in that slot, I would do this. He said if. So apparently nobody still knows what's going to happen with the Roger and JP slot, but apparently Johnny B has the after show. I don't know why they would trade Diz for Johnny B when Johnny B had the nighttime thing going on.
Yeah, but
he hasn't had a co-host.
Yeah, Johnny B hasn't had a consistent co-host in a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I think that would be even more of a difficult dynamic to not have a regular co-host.
and for the fans, it makes them, not know what they're going to be listening to. They don't know what they're getting. They don't know. You're selling them a different thing every night, and maybe you can keep it some kind of the same. But Johnny B can work with people. You got to get Johnny B with the right person, and absolutely. And I think Johnny B, like I said, if he's doing the Mike Calta after party show, whatever. We used to have an after party show, so I call it the after party. But the Mike Calta after show, I think Johnny B would do a damn good job.
I think so too, and I guess that just still leaves up in the air who's going to take over Roger and JP's slot from 11 to 2 p.m. because I was under the impression, hearing that he was getting moved up in the morning time slot, that it would be that one in particular being, they need somebody to fill that time.
And furthermore, is Johnny B going to continue to do the nights as well as do an hour during the day? Maybe he doesn't do the nights. Maybe they drop nights altogether.
That would be a difficult decision because it's just, again, from logistics, if you don't have a big staff, right, then you need to hire more people, and then to get qualified people that are hired in those positions, I think it's a little bit of a difficult task, especially if they're not actively searching. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. And I don't think, again, we could go through a whole litany of stuff that we can say the Bone could do better, but they're kicking ass. They're doing good. And the people in charge are going to put the people where they need to go, and the chips will fall in their places, and give it to a cat named Mo. That's what I say.
Ooh, a cat named Mo.
Yeah.
I think that would be the best decision, even though I know his listeners are used to hearing him on a nightly basis. If he got that 11 to 2 time slot, I feel like he would boost their ratings.
Cat named Mo. You can put Soul Brother Kevin with Drew and just let John do. Nah, man. I don't know, bro, but Johnny B, that's dope.